Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Brian W. Adams.
Well, hello, everybody. Thanks so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. I'm so excited to be with you with another amazing partner, man. We've just added so many great leaders to the Integrity family. I'm super excited to welcome Christian Brindle from the Christian Brindle Insurance Services Group, who I'm so excited to learn from you, Christian, about what you're doing with social media. One of the things I'm so amazed by is how many great young people are coming into this business, and you've built an amazing business. You came from the industry, your family was in the industry, and you're from Sandy, Utah, and we've got so many great people in Utah with Thomas Arts and Kellogg and Connection Point and so many other amazing businesses. Yeah. And I'm so excited to welcome you as the newest partner here at Integrity. Now, I know you said that your dad was in the insurance business.
Yes.
And I grew up in a family business, and it's an interesting way to grow up.
Yeah.
I chose to go a different route than going to the funeral home, but being able to follow your dad's footsteps. Tell me about your dad and really the impact he had on your career and your life.
Absolutely. And first, thanks for having me, Brian.
Oh, man. Thank you, brother.
I really appreciate it. It's great to be here. And for me, I would say, my dad was instrumental in, my journey and my experiences to be able to get me to where I am today. My dad had been a Medicare agent for 25 years before I ever got in. I got in at 21 in the business. And so his career was older than me at that point. And, he brought me in and kind of showed me the ropes. He brought me in as one of his agents.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that bring their sons in, they kind of bring them in a lot of times they'll come in as LOAs. Yeah. They'll help them kind of build the family business. We did it differently. My dad didn't want to do that. And it was I learned later on, it was kind of an unorthodox thing. So, I was always independent and created my own company. And we just kind of worked as a hierarchy kind of setup more than anything else. And but my dad was instrumental in kind of showing me the ropes, teaching me, first off, what is Medicare? Yeah. What 21-year-old knows anything about Medicare? Right. And the experience and the wisdom that he had to be able to kind of guide me and show me how to kind of shape my career and build my business was everything for my dad. And then you acquired his business. Yes. As part of that, and that's got to be a huge undertaking. It's amazing that you were able to do that. And then I love the fact that you're such a believer on social media with really an idea about creating a community. Yeah. We've been talking about a little bit about the community that you've created. Tell us about what you're doing on Facebook and social media. Yeah, absolutely. So about 3 years ago, I would say a month before the world stopped, with the pandemic and everything like that, in 2020, we had started a YouTube channel to put trainings out for agents a couple months before that. And the community was essentially designed to be a free resource for agents all over the country. No matter who your hierarchy is, no matter who you do business with, no matter what area you're in, it was kind of designed to be a free-flowing community. It's the best word I can think of for it. And over the years, it has grown. It started off with a few hundred followers in the first couple months, and it's grown to about 6,000 members. We have people all the way from brand new agents that are just getting their license, all the way to people that run FMOs and people that run call centers, people that have sold businesses, people that are, top producers. There's such a variety of experience in the group, and it makes it a very special place. So kind of the idea of it, and it's really become that now, it's a much bigger community than just me. There's questions that I get asked in it all day long, and instantly people get answers from all over the country from people, and it's the most obscure questions. It's unbelievable. And so it's really grown. It's been organic. It's an amazing group of people. Man, being independent, being on your own, a lot of times it is just what that means, all alone. And so it's great to have a community. I grew up in a town of 2,000 people, so having 6,000 followers is incredible. Now, I don't do a lot on Facebook. I'll just admit that.
I'm going to pull up my Facebook account right now, and I'd love to follow you. Can I jump in?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. So help me out with that. So
we would be honored
I don't
to
even
have
know.
you.
I don't even know how to do this, but
all right, I'm going to help you.
Pull up Facebook here.
I'm going to help you out. So the name of the group is called 7-Figure Medicare Agents.
7-Figure Medicare Agents. All right.
It used to be called 6-Figure.
And bigger, baby.
Yeah, we're like let's make this a little bit of a better name here.
I like it.
So here it is.
7-Figure Medicare Agents.
We just hit join.
Join the group.
And then I just need to approve it.
I'm in. Well, don't make sure you approve me later. We'll definitely do that.
Once I get back to my phone, that's the first thing I will do.
Thanks for letting me join you, man.
Thank you for being a part of it.
I'm super excited about it.
I
don't expect me to comment too much, but I don't know if anybody wants to learn from me, but I'm glad to be in your group.
It's not complete without having you in it. I can promise you that.
Come on, that means a lot to me. So I also understand that family's a big part of here at Integrity. And you and I've talked a lot about that. And I understand you have a girl named Violet, and you used to be an artist. You grew up being an artist, and then she helped you get back into it. Tell us about your love for art.
Absolutely. So I come from a background where on my mom's side, it's a line of artists. So my mom's mom, my grandma, she was a professional artist, and she kind of made her living selling art to get different galleries in South Carolina. And my mom went into art as an art teacher in her, early stages of her life. And so art was always kind of an interest for me. When I was a kid, I loved to draw things. I loved to paint and things like that. And, it was something that my mom and I used to do together when I was a child. And I got away from it. Life gets busy, as you know. And so I'd say from the time I got into the business up until now, my attention has really been on building my business. I've let a lot of passions kind of fall by the side, hobbies and things like that. And so my daughter, who's 4 now, she just turned 4, and her name is Violet, and she started going to school in the last year or so. And so one thing they were teaching her at school was to paint.
Yeah.
And for her, she just likes to mix the colors and just swab them all over the page. And so I found out that was something she was doing at school. Something my wife told me. I was like, oh. So I went and bought some painting stuff, and we started painting together, me and her.
Nice.
And it just kind of rejuvenated kind of something that I really had a passion for, something I really enjoyed doing. So it's something that I've gotten back into because of her, actually.
That is awesome. I'm so excited about what we're doing with the Ziegler team, Zig Ziglar's family and Tom, and the Integrity Leadership Academy and everything that we've been building. And one of my favorite quotes, and I've been thinking about this a lot personally, is one of my favorite quotes from Zig Ziglar is that he said that how kids spell love is Time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And that time with your little 4-year-old painting is such an important thing. And that's what I think about a lot whenever I'm going home at night and you're tired, you're worn out.
Yeah.
I call it my second shift. You worked your first shift at the office, and then you get home and you go, man, I gotta put in my second shift with Robin and the boys, and being able to spend that time with them is such an important thing. And it's amazing seeing that connect you back to your grandmother and just that love for art. So keep doing that, my friend.
Well, thank you much. Thank you much. I couldn't agree more with you. I think it's everything. And, nowadays I've kind of built my life to cater that.
Yeah.
My office is 2 minutes from my house, and
awesome.
that's intentional. So that way it's easy for me to pop back home. It doesn't take me a long time to get back to the house. And it's always a challenge to try to make sure that I'm doing the things I need to do in the business and also be there, as a parent, as a husband. And I'm certainly not perfect at it, but I'm always trying to make sure that never falls by the wayside.
All of us are trying to do better all the time. And listen, I love what you're doing about the intentionality that you have, not only with your family, but also with the industry and with your Facebook group. And so I'm super excited to be your partner. And I want to thank you so much for having another great young leader come on to the Integrity family. And the sky's the limit. I mean, what we're doing with technology, with some of the things we're doing here, we're just scratching the surface, man. And can't wait to see where we go from here.
Well, thanks,
you,
Brian.
Brother. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having me. And there's no group I'd rather be connected to and partnered with than Integrity. So it's exciting for me, and it's a privilege, and it's an honor, and I'm excited for what the future holds.
Hey man, the sky's the limit. Hey, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm so excited to have another amazing leader with Christian joining the Integrity family. Follow him on his Facebook group. It's an exciting thing that they're doing about creating community. And here at Integrity, we're all about serving others and creating this community for us. As we started Integrity, this idea the rising tide will raise all boats.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that if we can all serve each other as we're serving more people, the sky's the limit. And so thank you guys for joining. I hope you have an amazing week. God bless you all and take care.